Here, I accidentally just ended that video. I'm back instantly in like 1 second. What are you doing? What are you trying to do? What are you doing? Dude, I moved that transformer and that altered something. Just stay where you're at. There was a big hunk of shit over there. I just freaking moved it. When you reach on the table, you can bump stuff. I'm not even connected. This black wire is just so precariously touching that it's like ridiculous. It's not connected on there. Can you just taking a video? Just stay at 4.62. And you reach into the table. If you slightly bump the table, because it's not all connected right now, I think it'll go back to 4.62 if I let it just sit here. We're powering all of this stuff, and there's all this wireless power I can get out here. See, look at that. Wait. Yeah, it's very interesting. Okay, I can show one more time. Oh, don't hurt the floor. I can show one more time disconnecting the batteries. Oh, I gotta go to sleep, you guys. I'll show one more time disconnecting the battery just to show what happens. It all goes out. Okay, that's the batteries right there. Okay, watch. What did I do? Okay, that's real. Oh, the probe fell off. I gotta get this back on here. See, there's this residual 5. That's like, what is that? There's this residual 5 milliamps, right? Volts, 0.5 millivolts. Okay, we're gonna show this. I'm gonna okay, we're reconnecting to get the tube to light. All we gotta do is touch it. It goes on, and my voltage is way higher than when I started. You guys, like, why? How? We were at 4.6. Now we're at 4.7. Basically, we're at 4.69. How? Okay, this is the probe. These are the wires. They're coming up here to right there. They're taking the probe, they're taking the voltage of the battery pack, which is 4 rechargeable AA batteries, which are only like 1.2 to 1.35 volts or so when they're charged. That wire goes nowhere, it's an antenna. That white one, and then that red one goes nowhere, it's an antenna. It just receives some of the wireless energy. This is my proprietary circuitry over here. Okay, that is just showing that there is wireless coming off of there with the LEDs. That's showing wireless off of there with that tube. And this is wired, and it's putting out a lot of light. It's a 12-volt light strip. This has been running for hours with no degradation of the charge in the batteries. In fact, it just kind of seems to keep going higher and higher. And I have to remember what the highest the battery charge should go before it overcharges. It's like 5.1 or something, 5.2. I have to, it might be 5.4. It's these are EBL 2800 milliamp hour, 2800 milliamp hour. It's 2.8 amp hours. At like 1.2 volts or so. So they're very weak batteries. They're rechargeable though. And so all my other videos, every time I disconnect it and then reconnect it, the voltage goes higher each time. That alone is like really weird. It was at 4.56 the rest of this whole night, and then when I reconnected it, it went to 4.6, and then I did it again, and it basically went to 4.7. And then it just like stabilizes at a certain point, and it just doesn't drain anymore at all. It doesn't ever drain. It's only gone up for hours. I've been burning up these lights. They don't get dimmer, they get brighter. Okay? This is insane. This is literally insane. This is literally insane. This has been going for hours. I mean, thinking about letting it just sit here all night. I just don't want to risk overcharging these batteries if it was to go up. But I think I could just wake up and it would be at the same level. It's pretty shocking. It's pretty shocking. So I'm just going to let this sit here. That's a 12 volt light strip with like 200 LEDs on it. We're putting out all this wireless energy. That should be eating up those batteries so fast. And as you can see, it never does. They just sit there and stay the same. And I didn't even begin trying to harvest this energy yet. Okay, we're gonna let this sit here. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just gonna be like hanging out for a few. I'm just gonna let you see that, and then I'll keep showing you the voltage. Awesome. Oh, it's so insane. It's just so insane. It's so insane. I didn't even try yet. I'm just going to show you guys again. I can't sit here all night, but here is the same voltage. You can do this all freaking night. It's fucking awesome.
talk about a survival light. I mean, these batteries don't die. The batteries don't die, and if they did die, I can hand crank a charge into them, and then once you put a charge into them, then the system just keeps running. I'm gonna actually scale this up. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm probably gonna get whacked, you guys. Too bad no one will ever see these videos. Same voltage, it hasn't changed yet. I had some food right now. That's all I want. Oh, I just want food. Oh. I am fucking tripping. I gotta get some guns. I gotta get a gun ASAP. That's what I gotta do. Been meaning to get one for a long time now. I for sure need to get one. I am not suicidal at all. No matter how hard life is, I am not suicidal. Just so you guys know, I'm gonna show you the voltage. Still the same. Same light. It doesn't get dimmer. I showed you the batteries and all these over and over. I disconnected, reconnected, tapped on it. I showed you this. It doesn't go down. It's shocking, to be honest. Oh, I'm tripping out. Oh, I'm tripping out. Oh, I'm tripping out. And that's free light. That's enough light to see with, too. And it's only like a tiny version. I'm going to scale that baby up real soon. We're going to see what type of battery works best with it, what type of capacitors are the best with this. Just showing you the voltage. It has not changed one bit. One bit. Come on. I'm shocked how easy it was to do this. It's crazy. And if you can make your energy never go down, then you never need new energy. And I believe I can take this to the next step further and make it just keep increasing and increasing, where you have to actually make circuitry to deal with it. Because if it keeps increasing and increasing, it's just going to pretty quickly burn your stuff out. So you have to figure out what to do with all that extra energy, and that's the question. But the truth is, if you're just recycling the same energy over and over, you don't need more and more of it. You just need the energy once, and then you use it forever. Which does seem impossible, I get it. I'm brainwashed too. It seems impossible that you could use the same energy forever and ever, but that's what's happening right now. Literally, it's insane. It's literally insane. Literally. YouTube, but I don't think there's actually a limit to how long it can be. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'm gonna make more videos that just go on for hours, and I'm gonna make it in a way cleaner setup where it's easier to see that there's no kind of wires and trickery and blah blah blah. But I already showed you. Ooh, we're gonna see. It went down 1 point. Went down 1 point. Is it gonna come back? Probably. And that could be just because of vibrations in the room, because I need to connect that cord better. It's interesting. See if it comes back up. 1 point. These batteries should have been dead a long time ago. Like totally out, lights out. Oh, I moved this chair. Is it just bouncing on the floor? It's really fine. I want to leave it all night tonight. We'll see. We'll see about that. Just gonna show you guys the voltage again. I think it's because it's so exquisitely sensitive. Just moving this chair was enough to slightly do something. It was at 4.68. Now it's been at 4.67. So it's been stuck here. I don't know why it went down 1 point, but that's okay. It's a 1/10 of 1 volt. Not even after all this time. They did the coolest stuff with high voltage devices, and that's where I wanted to go next with this stuff. That's only a moderately high voltage thing right there. It's only moderate, but I'm gonna be doing some super high voltage stuff just to see if it's different. But I've already witnessed some crazy stuff. Let me show you the voltage. I've already witnessed some insane phenomenon with high voltage stuff, connecting it with the earth. I've seen insane lightning come out of a device that makes only microamps of current, like impossible, giant white lightning. When you connect it to the earth in the right way, with the right type of system, it can do that. So that's also going to be coming up. Voltage check. Voltage check. Voltage check. Voltage check. What are you doing? Oh, it's trying to do a thing. Okay, we're nearly 30 minutes into this, and it's trying to cycle down on me
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? If I just if I restart it, I bet you the voltage will go even higher. Let me see. I'm just gonna mess with this one connection right here. Come on. Oh, I got electrically burned off of this. Ooh, that's high powered on that one. Oh my god, the voltage on the battery is higher, which is weird. Do that tubelet by itself. See, we're at 4.73 now. That's higher than when we started. That is seriously effed up, you guys. I was messing with that black wire touching the primary because it's just touching it. It's not connected securely. It's barely just touching it very precariously, loosely. So if that becomes, just from stepping on the floor, the micro vibrations, that thing, I'm gonna get a clip or something to connect it on there. But I'm telling you, every time I disconnect the circuit for 1 second, the voltage actually increases in the batteries. Even though the current flow, I guarantee, is higher now than it was before, because I can tell, because when that tube lights by itself without touching it, it means it's a stronger current. It's a pretty strong current to how did that go higher? You know, that's happened every single time now. Whether I've messed with that wire or I've disconnected the batteries, just to show that. Every time I connect it a second later, and the voltage is higher than when I started before. It is interesting, for sure. Okay, we're gonna put this back over here.
voltage check, you guys. Yeah. I'm so tired. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta do a voltage check. Oh my god, it went up. Did it go up? I forgot what it was. I think it went up. Oh my god, I had faith. I didn't look before I showed the film. I just didn't look at it first. I think it went up. What was it before? We're at 40 minutes and almost 41 minutes now for the second time tonight. Those are the batteries. Those are the lights right there. Oh. We still got wireless energy. That tube is wireless. These lights. Watch. Watch. Oh, yeah. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that's intense. The battery's getting full. When I started the night, when I was first doing this, it was at 4.5 volts. It's now it's now at 4.72 volts. And we've been powering this for hours. This is my second 42-minute video. And these lights have been on for hours, and it's emitting all this wireless that I'm not capturing. This could be charging up more, I guarantee it. For sure. I'm pretty positive this could be charging more while powering all this lights and loads. That's hundreds of LEDs. It's a 12 volt whole entire strip. It's a whole strip. It's a whole strip. And it's about as bright as I run it for my power supply. Is just a light. I run it a little bit higher. But yeah, I'm gonna use a bigger battery next and see what happens. This is insane. Oh my god, it's gonna cycle up more. It's gonna cycle up. I'm gonna let it get to 4.73 before, yeah, it's gonna go up. The battery is accumulating charge after hours of powering these loads it shouldn't even have lasted very long at all. It should be totally dead. It's cycling up. It's charging the battery. Let's see if it stabilizes at 4.73. I'm going through the hardest time of my life right now. That's why, at least as an adult, it's the hardest time. That's why I'm kind of out of it. I'm eating less than one meal a day. I've been sleeping at 5 a.m. I'm not fucking around. I pretty much got pretty sick, and I'm quitting cigarettes, quitting tobacco at the same time that I did this. This happened to me from a lot of prayer, I think, maybe. Thank God. Thank Jesus. Yeshua. 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 I saw a shooting star like a lot of nights lately, including just a few minutes ago. There's a whole bunch of planets overhead. I'm going to have to use Google Sky to look and see how many planets was I just seeing outside over my head, because there was definitely like Jupiter, super bright, right overhead in the middle. And then there was these other planets all overhead in the night sky at the same time, which is important astrologically. All the heightened states I've reached before, they always seem to correspond with astrological events, which is fascinating. Like super full moons and eclipses and all these planets overhead and planetary alignments.
it's occurred when there was a bright planets overhead, right, visible. Are you gonna cycle the 4.73? You gonna do it? I wonder how my battery's getting low. I've been filming this for a long time. That just went to 4.73 again. It's getting ready to cycle up. Yeah, it is. My cell phone battery's at 5%. That's cycling up. We are charging the battery. We are charging the battery. I see like some flickering. That's interesting. There's some flickering as it's getting all crazy. That cycled up. We're at 46 minutes. This is my second 46-minute video tonight. This is going to be part 4, I think, of a 4-part series, all from one night. The first night I discovered this. The first night. You guys that know are going to know. It's about to stabilize at 4.73. I think it might be going up. I'm just going to call this around 50 minutes and see where it ends. If it ends at 4.73. As you can see, the battery has not gone down at all. I've been running these lights for hours. We're not even tapping into it yet, what we could be at all, I'm pretty sure. Oh, we'll see if this cycles up. Mosquitoes? Are you kidding me? What are you thinking? We're still at 4.72. This is just its sweet spot where it's maintaining. It was starting to flicker a tiny bit when it was trying to cycle up. Oh, see, it's doing it again. And I think it's because the connection on my primary is not even connected. It's literally loosely just free floating. This black cord is just barely contacting the primary. It's just barely touching it. Oh, I want to show it. It's not really contacting it, right? It's like almost wirelessly connected. So you'll see in the future this is going to get wild. There's so many lights on there. The battery will not drain. It's only gone up all night. I've never charged these batteries before, ever. Not once. I have